So awakening one, what I call classical enlightenment. An example of that is the Buddha's nirvana. The change in state into the formless dimension, into the radically liberated part of ourselves that has stepped off of the wheel of time. Another mistake that's made in New Age circles is assuming that that eternity is the experience of going on in time, which is true for the soul awakening and not true for the transcendent awakening, because the transcendent awakening is eternal in the sense that it never enters time. It has nothing to do with time. It is prior to time. It is the witness to everything happening in space-time and is not itself part of it. And that part of us is our first primary condition. It's the ground state that we layer our entire lives upon and never even realize it in most cases. The I am that's in you. So the experience is of the transcendent self as an eternal, unborn, undying witness, absolute freedom from death, decay, and destruction. It's access to the pure peace of spaceless, timeless, unconditioned reality. Conditioning happens in the relative world. This is absolute. And how does that happen? Well, there has to be a physiology to it. That's one of the things that integral theory is very clear on. Every change in the mind or consciousness has to have a change in the upper right. They're correlates. But nobody knew that until recently. Nobody developed technologies to do that until recently. We have 5,000 years of meditative paths that knew nothing about this, that are one-dimensional. And the brain has just been more and more and more locked down. And it's going, as we are downshifting in our culture, we are downshifting in our physiology. And we get an upshift. Wake up those capacities of the brain, dissipate that stress response. Awaken the part of the brain that correlates with the experience of God. And then introduce the contemplative technique that can help shift the mind, tune the brain to the mind, to the higher mind, once the higher brain is awakened. And we do that through using interior-based, contemplative, meditative, self-inquiry techniques. Once the physiology is elevated and the salutogenesis is active. Is everybody with me?